Happy Sunday morning. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. How's everybody doing on this wet morning? It is still raining here. We are thankful we're getting rain where we live, but I know further east, Tennessee and into the Carolinas, it was bad. I think even parts of maybe Kentucky and up had more rain than what they needed. And just pray for all of those people involved, because I know it got really, really bad in areas from this hurricane front. Let's just remember everyone in prayers that was in the path of that hurricane. I was up till late last night making beanies. I wanted to get a beanie done for my son and for his girlfriend, so I finished them. This is with Hobby Lobby. I knew I had it. It is, I love this yarn. And it is in the colorway Lakefront. And there's a number, but you know I can't see it with my eyes this morning. It is made in Turkey. And I can't read all that little writing. I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to hold this up. I love working with this yarn, and I do intend on seeing if I can get another couple of skeins. One skein made a man's beanie and a girl's beanie. So let me show you the finished project. Now this is self-striping, self-coloring, what have you. So when it changes, the problem that I ran into was this right here. And it makes it look like the beanie is bunched, but it is not. But it's the way that it changed colors. If I had it to do over again, I would try to control it somewhat, but it's your starting and ending that caused the problems. But I love how it does. It's very soft, very breathable, and I love that about this Hobby Lobby yarn. I had gotten this back last year. Well, I guess it's been a year ago. The last time I was in Hobby Lobby, I think was around Halloween last year, so it's been about a year. But I love how this worked up. And here is the girl beanie. Now on it, I'd ask her, did she want the front post and then the rose, the kind of, I call it the waffle look, but I didn't do it fully waffle, but it's got the rib look. That's the word I was trying to think of, and I couldn't. My words have been all off. As we all know, they do that. Now hers done the same thing on the coloring, but hers doesn't look like it's bunched as much as his does. The only thing I think I could have done differently, maybe, to have made it not do like that, is how Crystal at Bag O' Day does, and several others I've noticed. At the end, you do the chain one, and then you go back into the with the double crochet. You go back into the stitch with the double crochet. So I think maybe if I had done that, it might not have looked. But you know, this will be more than likely at the side of your head. That's usually where I put my seam. And usually if I'm putting tags on here, I would decide which side the seam was going to go on. and then I would put the tag so it's not as noticeable. Not on the seam, but I'm hunting for words this morning. Here's the seam. I would decide if the seam was going to go on this side in the back or this side in the back. And then I would put the tag here or here. So you pretty much don't see the seam if it's on the side. That's usually the rule of thumb I've had when I'm making beanies. But I'm real pleased with this. The front post double crochet made the ribbing look, I think, really cute in this. I do love this yarn, and I do hope to find more yarn like it for the future, because I do love it. I've made, I believe it was called Key Lime, and I love that beanie, and I want to make another one possibly out of the same yarn. But I had this much of the skein left. Not much to do anything with, but it can be added to a scrap ball, or, you know, you could always go up and down the seam. See, if the seam is on the side, it's not noticeable as bad. But I do love the way this worked up, except that area. And two, I decreased on his. I started out doing the man's version of the beanie, but it was going to be too bulky at the bottom. So I decreased. Now that's probably where, leave me comments if you think that's probably where I may not should have done it at the beginning and the ending. I believe that's where I messed up. That just came to me. I probably should have counted over several stitches to have done my decrease and to make it back down to the 60 stitches. But I'm pleased with it. I'm tickled with them. You know, I was working late in the evening on them, and my eyesight is not as keen as daylight hours. And so, but I'm real pleased with it. I'm happy with them. I do plan on buying more of this colorway. I love this. I call these the boho look, and that's the colors that I love. So yeah, I'm pleased with how these turned out. I hope everybody's had a good, safe weekend. I hope you're doing something fun. Just be safe. If you're in an area where the flooding and the heavy rains are, our prayers are with you. I'm going to get off because it's about time for me to go to work, and I still have 4 little ones that I need to take outside before I leave. So everybody have a wonderful Sunday. I love you all bunches. Watch this space. Just keep watching. You never know what happens in Lululand. Bye.